We're working on a 397TH. I've already been working on it a couple of days. Yeah, I've got my wiring coming in from the roof for 2600 watts. We're going with 6 batteries. Right here is my backrest, which is kind of nice. Pair of MultiPluses. So a pair of MPPTs, a battery monitor, and 2 Bluetooth dongles for the MultiPluses. We also have 3 easy starts. Here's the third right there. So those will be going on later this afternoon once all the dew dries and I get up there and wrap up the panels. I've got 6 of them up there, 2 of them mounted. Had a couple of delays here and there, but got to get it done today because the sun is only going to shine today. Tomorrow's going to be rain, so got to get it all wrapped up. So I've already got my electrical tie-in. This is just temporary. I just stuck this here to get it out of the way, but I wanted to go ahead and mount the transfer switches on the wall back there behind all that wire, which, let me go this way, get you a better shot of it. And so all of this is going in a box later today, but all of this has to go, and it's all got to be replaced with some 2x8s, and make a nice little header system for this so that we can create a great big old pocket. So when we start with these, all of this comes to about 30 inches. We're going to go all the way over to here, which is closer to 40 inches. It's like 38 and some change. 6 batteries coming off the wall on the side, goes over just to the edge of the vinyl, just barely over. But we're going to build this one out for 8 batteries. After looking at the power consumption, I think he's going to want to upgrade to 8, so I'm going to go ahead and build it for 8, and then whenever he goes to add them, cabling and all that will be ready to go. They'll just drop them in, bolt them up, and screw the straps down. Straps will already be ready too. The converters coming out, I've already got all the wire harness ready to put the Lippert control panel right here where I normally put it. I've got to get some bracing in there to mount it. We've already done the flexible pecs on the water pump. I was telling him and showing him because the water pressure at this current park is very low, so he just runs off of his water pump, and his water pump was the draw line, the suction line, was pretty much flat because they use this PEX, and so he's already got that switched over to hard PEX, so now he can have volume with pressure. And then while I was back in there, I redid some of the vents so that I could strap things down and keep it out of the way, away from batteries, which are going to come right along here. And I didn't want anything to get near them, so I just went ahead and redid it a little bit. They just twist and come out. But I found a water leak on the hot side of his outdoor shower, and it was dripping down below. There's a void where it can drip below the floor, so he would have never found it. Eventually, if it would have dripped enough, he would have had water dripping coming from under the rig, and it would have been almost impossible to find a slow drip like that if it would have made it all the way, but it definitely would have done damage over time. So, and I've got let's see, what else have we got? I've got the central vac out. I've got some prep going for it. It'll be over in this area whenever we get done. I think we're going to come across here with the same pattern that we did on the last 397 with the shutoffs, and then I'll have all the fuses mounted on a wall back there so that they're easily accessible and out of the way. And then the MPPTs will be on a flat board right on the top of this here, taking the curve out and making it straight. And then of course we'll do some backlighting so that you can see all the equipment, kind of show it off, because why not? So anyhow, let's get to some tear out and some rebuild so that we can reopen the steps. As soon as we tear this stuff out, we've got to close them down to make sure that well, there's just no support. It might actually fall through, which is not a safe thing to do. Anyhow, let's get to it. Okay, so decided to change it up a little bit. So instead of going batteries across the bottom, that's going to stay. Instead of going MultiPlus here on its side, I'm going to go up here, MultiPlus in the middle, suspended, and then I'm going to go MPPT vertical right here, and then right here I'll have all of the fuses and cutoffs, all of that stuff, and up here I'll have the shutoffs, 1, 2, 3. So I'm going to change it up again, trying to make it better until I finally get that magic layout, and then that's what I'll be doing going forward. But let's see how this one turns out. So I did have to recess this 2 inches on both sides. I came off of here. This is extremely solid. It's screwed in from this side into the plywood back here, and then let's see if I can get you underneath it here without doing too much trouble. Okay, so we're screwed into the back of here, into this with like 10 screws. Then I have these screws, which are going into an aluminum bracket, which is screwed 3-inch screws that way and riveted all the way across. So that it's pretty solid. But all this has to protect is the ebb and flow of the starting and stopping from the MultiPlus moving. Up here, this is where all the weight is going to be held, is up here. There'll be a piece of plywood up here like this, and then that plywood's going to tie in something like that. I'll get you guys up in there to look at it. Might be out of focus, I don't know, but that is kind of what it'll look like. Once it's all mounted in there and secured. And then the MultiPluses will have a gap at the top of the door for them to breathe, plus they can breathe out this way. I take the top lids off so that, you know, it's 1.5 inches of I don't really want to say dead space, but airflow above them as well. So, you know, that'll help dissipate any heat that they're generating. And they're in the center of the large cavity, so that should work out as far as ventilation goes as well. So I'm going to switch over to time lapse and let you follow along.